Good morning, guys. How are you this morning? It's such a nice and sunny day. I thought it was going to be rainy today because usually when they talk about rain on the news, it usually comes. So maybe it'll come at some point of the day. I don't know. But I'm just so happy about my lemon tree. I want to show you guys my lemon tree, especially my sister who asked about my lemon tree. Here it is right here. See, I still left the tag on there because I always want to remember what is what around here. Now, believe it or not, these leaves, they're so big on here that you can't really mix it up. That is something different because it's not. It's actually a lemon tree. And believe it or not, I had another lemon tree that was actually in the ground that I had left over the winter. But what happened to it was it died. And I was waiting for the leaves to come out. Now look, the leaves probably would have come out, but I don't know. And then I covered it up and everything, but it still did not come out right. It was just no leaves were growing on it. I wouldn't even show anybody it because I was a little bit embarrassed because I went by YouTube that said to cover it up in the winter time and it should be okay. So I covered it in the plastic. I put the bricks around it, and it just did not. And my orange tree as well, because I had an orange tree and a lemon tree that was actually in the ground, and they died so from the winter. But it's okay because of that. But here is my lemon tree. See how I just leave these on here, and see, I got it in the pot because what I'm going to do is, instead of leaving it outside, it's going to actually come into my house for the winter. So then when I notice that it starts getting cold and stuff like that, I'm going to pull it straight on in there because I don't want it to die like my last one did. It just died. But you see, I just leave the little tag on there, guys. See the tag? It's on there. And then the little, see, the lemons. My sister, she wanted to see that, so that's my lemon tree. So let me take you over to my lime so you can see the difference in the lime. This is the lime tree right here. And see it? See? Lime tree. And believe it or not, I leave these things in here, but you can't really get this mixed up because see how the lime leaves are? They're not as big as the lemon leaves. So they're kind of small, and you just kind of get used to it. And so I'm happy about my lime and lemon. So I'm waiting to see if there's going to be any lemons or lime that come on it. And if it does, then I'm going to be really, really happy about that because believe it or not, I will make me some lemonade and I'll make me some limeade. And believe it or not, you don't have to do like how they do in the store. They put like so much sugar in it. But see, when you make your own, it's going to turn out really well. It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. So let me take you back here to my watermelon. Because you guys know I love my watermelon. I love it. And so I have a rabbit that keeps coming back. Keeps eating up my blueberries, and believe it or not, the birds too, they just crawl right under that thing and take it out of there. But that's just how it is. When you have animals coming around, they just eat up your food. The good thing is that I have this, my garden actually behind a gate, because if not, they would eat up the stuff that's in here. And so I got a lot of stuff growing out in here. And so I'm really happy about it. I'm so happy. Happy. Oh, I don't care about that. So anyway, let me show you before I get to all these things. Look at the watermelon. It's coming out pretty good. Look at that one. That one's really big. Now these are, like I told you guys before, these are the big watermelon, and they're actually growing out pretty good. But I'm gonna take you to one that I'm like, oh my goodness, it is looking so pretty, and so I'm excited about that. And look at this. Before I show you those other ones, I'm gonna get over here to it. Look at it, guys. Look at that. I'm so happy about it. I just can't wait for it to come on out and show some watermelon and stuff like that, because you can see that the watermelon is trying to grow. You see that? that right there is showing you that some watermelon are going to be growing out of there. Like any day, I'll have some watermelon growing out of there. And see, look at these. They're pretty big. Believe it or not. I keep taking all these weeds out of here because the weeds just want to sit in there and just kind of grow in there. And so I am like stuck on my watermelon. They are getting so big. I'm so excited about it. Now, of course, you guys know that this side is the crimson sweet. I'm not going to tell you about that one until they actually grow. And then once they grow, I'm telling you, you're going to want one. I promise you, you're going to want one. And so it's going to be coming out. Because look at this. There's another one right there on the edge. It's starting to come out. Yeah, these are really big. I'm like excited about it. So I'm going to tell you about these in just a second. Okay, now here's my other watermelon over here. See these? They're getting really big. And believe it or not, like what I told you guys, I said I'm going to take these out of here. Not all of them, of course. I'm going to leave one in there. And when I leave one in there, it should grow pretty big. Now this one right here, like I was telling you guys before, that's a zucchini, and it's in here with my watermelon. So I'm going to be taking it out. I got to get a nice pot for it to go in because I do not want to mix watermelon and zucchini together. But nevertheless, they're doing well in here. Like you see how nice and big it is? It's pretty. Here's one right here. This is a nice zucchini. See it growing up in there? Yeah, I'm impressed with it. So, you know, these plants, they do it the way they want to do it. I did take it out of that was in here. I took it out and I put it in this blue container. And see, it's doing well. I like it. I'm doing good with that. Okay, guys, now here we go. I'm going to show you my other things that are really getting big. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's my tomato. This is my tomatoes. You see, I got the 2 pots that's still down there. Remember I said I was going to put them in the ground. But I could have put them in my raised garden. I could have put them anywhere. But no, look at them. Look at them. They're growing as tall as this thing. Remember I mentioned that. I said, now if they get tall and big, I'm just going to have so many tomatoes on there. And am I excited about it? I am so excited about it because I'm going to have a whole lot of tomatoes up in here. And when you guys call me, because I have some people that actually call me and they say, Sister Lebke, can I get some of your stuff? And I say, come on over, you know. And I keep saying that because I will share with you. I don't even have a problem with sharing because look at that. It is just so big. And believe it or not, it has some tomatoes that are growing on it. But if for whatever reason, it won't show up on the camera. But it is on there. But see how tall this thing is? It's tall. It's tall. Now, I'm going to take you guys again to my eggplant. Look at that. Look how tall that thing is getting. That is getting really, really tall. See it? And I am so waiting because I come out here. Believe it or not, my husband, he beats me out here sometimes. He comes out and he waters them for me or what have you if they need any organic material that may go into it or something. It's always organic. I never put anything in there that's gonna cause some type of problem or what have you in my plants. I don't want that to happen at all, period. So, but anyway, look how tall that eggplant is. Now if you were here and there's some growing out, I would give you one. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you guys, you see this? This is when I put the what is it? The water, the soap, and the canola oil on it. It looked like it kind of burned them just a little bit. See that? It looked like it burned them. But you know what? I'm just gonna take care of them. And they got more stuff coming out and bell pepper that are coming out of there and everything. It's actually looking pretty good. It has grown past where I thought it was going to grow. And Well, you know, I said I wanted it to be way up here, because if it's way up here, I'm telling you, we're going to get lots and lots of bell pepper out of there. It's going to be so many. And then all I would be able to do is cook with them. Cook with them. I'm so excited. So now here it is. This is the cayenne pepper. And believe it or not, look at it. That's from the stuff. Now, I don't know. I mean, you know, it has done well, because I had some caterpillars that was on here eating my food off of there. I mean, well, I won't say eating the food, but they were putting holes in the leaves. And so by me spraying it, I thought, oh, this is going to be okay. But it looked like it burned the leaves just a little bit. And it did it on that one, too. It did it on that one. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. That is my yellow squash. Look at that. It still has about 5 of them in there. I see about 6 of them in there, because, oh, more than that. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them in there. See them? They in there. They're growing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Believe it or not, there's 7 of them in there. And when they get big, I'm coming to take them out. I'm coming to take them out. So I think that this is so good. It's about 7 of them in there. Here go my other tomato plant. My tomato. Now, believe it or not, it's big enough now. I can actually separate it and put, see how they're in there? They're pretty big. These were the ones that I did with the seeds that I put in there. And so I'm going to separate it when I get an opportunity. Now look at this. Y'all know what that is. I'm so excited about it. I can't believe that the leaves are so big. These are my cucumbers that I was talking about, because I want some in my salad. And I'm telling you, look at it. They look like, see, I probably shouldn't have put the soap and the water on these, because they actually look like they got burnt. See? But that's okay, because at least there isn't anything on them eating them. And so I'm really happy about that. Here's some more zucchini right here. Now here's my other watermelon. This is the one that I had in the pot. See the pot? I took it out and put it in the pot, and look how it's growing. It even have one on the end. So I'm praying for how it did last year and the year before that. I had so many watermelons, so many. And so I'm really happy about that, because I feel like, it's growing like it's supposed to grow. And so I'm excited. See my grapes? I'm impressed. But you know what? The sun back here will burn them. They will burn them. And so I told my husband that we need to shade these, because in order to get like a lot of times we always talk about, how we need a bunch of sun. Trust me, we don't need a bunch of sun. You need some sun, but not a bunch of it. You see, I have these screens up, because if I don't, I'm telling you, I am going to be complaining about my plants, because it will burn them. Believe it or not, I don't have a whole lot of trees back here where I am. Like some people, they got a bunch of trees. See how they got a bunch of trees? I don't have a whole bunch of trees, because believe it or not, a lot of people talk about, all I got is a bunch of shade over here. I promise you, if you put out some watermelon, or if you put out some type of vegetables, something really well, you will, I promise you, get a whole lot of fruit and vegetables out of your garden, because you wouldn't be right on the sun burning up your food. Because we always say that. We say, we need a bunch of sun. But you really do not need a bunch of sun. You need some shade to kind of get it to grow. You need some shade. And when you have some shade, I'm telling you, you will definitely get what you need out of there. Because the sun would just burn your food up. Just burn it up. Yep. Just burn your food right on up. And then you'll be saying, oh, I put this out and this happened to it. And it will happen. I promise you. So always think about the shade. Think about everything that you're putting out. And I promise you, it will grow. I'm still a little disappointed about my sweet potatoes. I think I'm going to go up here and look at getting some more sweet potatoes, and I won't put them in here because you see they're gone. I don't know what's happening under there. It could be some under there that's actually really growing, but I don't see it. You see my blueberries? The rabbit keeps coming and eating it. It keeps getting under the thing, and I just need to put some bricks out on it, and I don't know. It's just what it is when it comes to those blueberries. And those animals just eat it up. So I tried to hide them. So what I'm going to do is, you see how they got a fence? And they got a fence over there? I'm gonna put up a fence. It's probably going to come up probably in the next month or so if I have some, if I have what I need. So I am really happy about that, guys. So you guys have a great day, and may God continue to bless you guys. Don't forget to always do what God tells you to do, because if not, it will not work out. But when you listen to God and you do what God asks you to do, He will make sure that you get everything you need, which is very positive information. So once again, you guys have a great rest of the day, and may God continue to bless you. Bye, guys.